to my YouTube channel. This is Felix Art. This is the part 3 on how to use Sketchbook app on your phone. So on the part 2, we didn't have the chance to blend the nose. But first, before we blend the nose, we have to add more shades to it again. You have to add more shadings. So now I'm using the hard airbrush. Then I'll head over to the palette that I used in the last video. Then what you do here is that you use the hard airbrush to add more shadings. Okay. So once you are done adding these shadings, just make sure to get every detail, because you're going to blend them once you're done. So now once you are done, I will use the dark palette to add some right here, then the other part right here. So now once I'm done with that, then I'll use the smudge brush to blend. So I will take the flow to 3%, then I start blending. You see how I'm blending it? Now guys, make sure to look at the reference when shading, because you have to make sure you get every single part. Well, the nose sometimes can be tricky. And now we drag the flow to 2%, then blend. Then I'll take the flow again to 1%. Then start blending. and I'll take the flow again to level 3, then I'll drag here, just to get that particular side. So once I'm done with that part, then I'll head over to this particular place here. You can see this side is a little bit dark. Then I'll use the same I'll use the flow airbrush, then do something like this. Okay, so once you add something like that, then use the smudge brush, set it to level 3, then make sure to blend. I have to check something because there's a little big mistake. Okay. So I have to erase this part right here. I'll use the hard eraser to erase all these parts. Then I'll head over to the other side, then erase these parts. Set this to flow 2 and do something like this. Now head over to the flow airbrush, then use this color. So guys, once you are done with that part, then now I'll show you how to add this side here, like how to add some shades on this side. So what I will do, I'll use the flow airbrush, then use the lighter palette, then increase the size. Then I'll do something like this. You don't need to add much. You don't have to add much. So once you add that part, then I'll add this place also, this side. You can see. So once you add something like this, then Then let me reduce the opacity to 50, then add the last one. Okay, so once you add something like this, then use the smudge brush to blend. So I'll use the smudge brush, set the level to flow 2, then blend. Then I'll head over here again to add more add more shades. Now you head over to this place again, then you just add something like this. Just watch it again like this. So you don't need to just add, see. Then once you're done with that part, then then I'll be adding some shadings right here and here. So make sure you are using that flow airbrush. We'll do something like this. Then I'll use the smudge brush. Take the level to level 5. Then do something like this. Okay. And also blend here too. Then add some shadings. Then add something here again like this. Then use the smudge brush. Take the flow to 2%. Then blend. Then I'll add another shade here again. Like this. You see, I'm using the flow airbrush. So once you're done with that part, then use your hard eraser to erase this part. Now use the smudge brush. Take the flow to 2%, then you start doing it like this. Then you take some here again. Then you take some again up, and just drag them up like this. So now once I'm done with that part, then I use the hard eraser to erase like this. So now what I will do here is that I will erase this other side too. Now I will head over to this side right here. I'm going to add some shades. So what we do is that use the flow airbrush. No, I'll use the hard airbrush, then do something like this. Now once I add this one, I'll leave it, then head over to this place. I'll add something here like this, you know, like this particular side, I will need to add some shadings right there. So what I'll do here is that I'll use the hard airbrush, then do something like this. I'm going to do a zigzag form, then do the same process here, something like this. So now once you are done adding the shadings, then you blend. At this time you will take it to 2%, then now you start blending. I see. So now guys, once you are done with that part, then you can use the flow airbrush, then you increase the size, then you add some shades again. Okay, now once you add this particular side, then you head over to the smudge brush, then set the level to 1%, then you repeat the same process again, start blending. So like it looks something like this, then you blend the under one too. You can see. And then you take here up. Take here up. Then you blend. So now so make sure to blend every side. So now at this time what I'll do here is that I'm going to add some shadings here again. Add some right here, then add some here again like this. Add some here again like this. So once I'm done with that, Then I'll use the smudge brush, take the flow to 3%, then I'll drag this side, then reduce the flow again to 1%, then blend. You see, take the flow again to 2%, then you drag. Once you drag, then reduce it to 1%, then you blend. Then you blend. Now I'll add something here like this here again. Okay. For me to add it, I just need to take the flow to 2%, then drag this place. And to drag it over here. So once you drag it, then reduce the flow again to 1%, then you blend. So once you are done with that part, then I can add some little shades on this side. Okay, so now I will head over to this side, add something here like this. I'm going to add something here, just okay. Now you don't need to add much. You don't need to add much. Then I need to blend here also. Okay, now that I've blended here, drag something here again like this, then take the flow to 3%, then reduce the size and create something like this here. Okay, so now I'll head over to the mouth side, then erase. Use the hard eraser to erase this part. Then use the hard eraser, use the smudge brush to blend. So now I will head over to the ear part. Use the flow airbrush. At this time, I will need to create a new layer because I don't want to make any mistake. So what I will do here is that I will create a new layer. So this new layer here, that is where I'll add the shades on the ear. Then I use the hard brush to add some shadings right here again. You can see how I'm adding the shadings. Then you add another one here again. Then you add some shadows on earring. Now I'm going to use this smudge brush. Take the flow to 2%, then blend. I can take it to 5%, then start blending. You can see how I use the hard air eraser to erase this part, then use the smudge brush to blend. So now guys, at this point I'll use the hard airbrush to erase this part. Then erase the inner earring. Now I will head over to this place again, to this layer, then use the hard airbrush. I'll use the hard eraser to erase all this part, then use the smudge brush to blend. So now once I'm done with the that part, then I will create a new layer. That is to shade the neck. So now what I will do here is that I'll use the flow airbrush, then I'll add some shadings. Then I'll head over again to this dark color, then add some shadings here again. So once I'm done with that, then I'll use the hard eraser to erase this part. Then I'll start blending. Then start blending. Take the flow to 2%, then I start blending. Then I have to use the hard airbrush, then take it to black color. At this time I'll be using black color to add that particular side. Then use the hard eraser to erase this part. You can see why you need to open a second layer. Now at this point now I need to add some dark shade again. I'll use the flow airbrush, then add something here again like this. Then add something here again like this. Then use the hard eraser to erase. So now I will head over again to the smudge brush. Then I'm going to set the flow to 3%. Then join this side like this. Then I will do something like this here again. And do something like this again. You can see. Then reduce the flow to 1%. Then start blending. So now once I'm done with that part, then I will head over to this side. Then use the flow airbrush to add some shadings on this side. Then the last one, I'll use the light palette to add something here like this. Then use the hard airbrush, then use black color, add some color on this side right here. So now I will head over again to the smudge brush. I set the flow to 1%. Then start blending. So once I'm done blending, then I'll add some shadings. This place right here. Don't need to add that much. then add some shadows. Okay guys, this is the part 3, and that is where I'm going to stop. Okay, thanks for watching. Get ready for part